Born in 1986 in a family of 6, Atusai Kayuni is a graduate in education sciences from the University of Livingstonia. After working in a number of departments and public sectors in the country, Kayuni felt his dreams and aspirations were not being fulfilled. While at school, Kayuni aspired to become a successful farmer who could contribute to the country's development by contributing to the reduction of food and income insecurity. To do that, he discovered opportunities in agribusiness. In the year 2017, at the age of 31, his idea hatched into reality as he established his own company, Modern Farming Technologies, MFT. The company, among others, was meant to empower small-scale farmers to increase their household income through promotion of modern farming technologies, offer high-quality training and access to markets. Employment of staff in the various fields, including extension services and sales, was a priority.
Normally, before the customer buy our product, we go visit the farm, or we have our demonstration plot, which is like school for our customers. We don't wait for the pest to start applying chemicals, but you apply chemicals before the pest attack your crops.
Many farmers from the surrounding communities come to seek extension services at the center, including purchase of certified seeds and pesticides, as one way of improving their crop production. Still harboring a desire to realize its mission of empowering small-scale farmers to increase their household income, the company started working with the youth in the areas. One such beneficiary farmer is Hippo Honde from Ekwaiweni in the area of Inkosanamo Pojere, who says what he learns from modern farming technology is the major driving force of his success. Advancing irrigation technologies to realize their dreams. During the 2017-2018 growing season, the company started working with Ndumuka village communities at Ngonga in Rumpi district through establishment of Ndumuka irrigation scheme.
Irrigation scheme has helped us really, and we have yielded enough food for our family and some for selling. Yes, we are cultivating beans, that's for cash crops, and maize for food.
As one way of reaching out to many farmers in the northern region and beyond, Modern Farming Technologies established demonstration plots, and the services being offered are helping many farmers to acquire knowledge on modern farming technologies.
The reason behind why we established that company is that we wanted to have sustainability of our projects, because in the past we could receive donations. After the project phases out, we had problems about the existence or the continuity of the project. That's why we came up with the company, so that it can sustain itself. So all the profits generated are reinvested back in the projects.
After noting the increase in demand for horticultural crops in the country, including tomatoes, Atusai embarked on a project to train local farmers in horticulture. In 2019, the company started greenhouse farming, and staff has been to Cape Town for training. An important aspect of this project is the farm extension support provided by MFT to maximize quality and yields among smallholder farmers. Challenges of using uncertified seeds by most farmers is one of the tasks lying ahead of Modern Farming Technologies, as the organization is now promoting use of high-yielding hybrid seeds.
In the past, people used to grow crops for food, but now we train them not just to grow for food, but they should also produce something for cash, because we know for them to live properly, we're addressing the social impact, the socio-economic impact. So first we give them good quality seed so that they improve their yield quality as well as yield quantity in such a way that they have surplus food. So the surplus food they sell. We're also encouraging them to grow other cash crops. Instead of just growing maize, we promote legumes as well as vegetable production. Currently, we are promoting tomatoes, onions, and cabbages, so that at least they can have crops that they can sell to improve their economic standards.
Apart from encouraging the youth to engage in modern farming technologies, the company also employs many local graduates. Most of these are employed to provide extension services to farmers in the region. Malawi, being an agro-based country, largely depends on rain-fed agriculture, and many farmers do not engage in winter cropping. One of the organizations that have been accessing irrigation equipment from the company is Action for Sustainable Development, ASUD. ASUD Executive Director Thomas Ngwira says the portable solar irrigation water pumps they purchased are a solution to the challenges many local farmers face to increase their irrigation hectareage.
We have provided irrigation pump which will ease issues of irrigation, because meanwhile they've been irrigating the scheme using the water can, which is so tedious to do. Now with this initiative, it means there will be the quality of the crops will be fine, and again the members will save their labor, which they used to carry the water cans to this scheme. They will save that labor to do other productive works in the homes.
MFT also works with other institutions to ensure farmers are able to access recommended farm inputs and equipment. Farmers Organization Limited, FOL Northern Region Territorial Manager Morris Zimba says use of certified pesticides and seeds has many advantages.
It's not just a question of selling chemicals to farmers, but we know for them to get the expected results, they need to use the chemicals as recommended. So we recommend them how to use and when to apply, on which crop, all the information we give them to farmers. So far so good. We are helping farmers as we expected, and the farmers are getting the seed and the chemicals through our partners. One of them is Malawi Foods, Ministry of Agriculture. We also work with the Poison Control Board to make sure that we sell the right chemicals to the farmers, with the chemicals which should assist the farmers and also the environment.
Not satisfied with the small demonstration plots, MFT purchased the over 25-hectare land at Ruvere in Nzimba district, where large-scale farming is taking place. The dryness of the area prompted the company to close one of the gullies to help irrigate over 25 hectares of land at the farm, a project which is also benefiting the local communities. To turn the dry land of Luvere in Nzimba North into an irrigated area, the company has constructed a multi-purpose Luvere dam with a capacity of over 20 million cubic liters of water.
As you can see, there is no water, but there are a lot of gullies. When rain falls, a lot of water just passes by the gully. So we thought it wise that we should harvest that water, the running water, so that at least we can irrigate our farm. 5 hectares will be under canal irrigation. There we are going to use a diesel water pump. Then we'll also have a drip irrigation. We'll have some solar water pumps. We'll be pumping water from the dam to the tanks that you've seen. I've constructed some tanks, cement tanks, about 12,000 liters each. So there will be several of those. Then we are going to have a drip irrigation.
Apart from promoting mechanized farming at the farm, it has also become a source of employment to over 30 casual laborers on daily basis, working in the fields of maize and other farm enterprises. The promotion of farm mechanization has also simplified work at the Ruvere farm. The various technologies, including use of greenhouse, have inspired government, particularly the irrigation department. There is hope of a major transformation at the farm in the next 2 years as it becomes fully operational.
All the workers you find here, they are all youth below the age of 35. We want to impart skills in them so that wherever they go, they can transfer the skills they learn from here to others as well. So if I have a galley in my farm, I need to think ahead. I should maximize the presence of the galley by constructing a dike, harvest the water in the galley, and use the water when I need it.
During construction of the Ruvere Dam, the banks of the stream had overflowed, eventually breaking the barrier, and this was a setback to the company's plans. However, this was not the end of the road, as reconstruction of the dam to make it more resilient was successful. John Nkandawire, a student at Mbulunji Community Technical College in Irumpi District, says apart from gaining hands-on knowledge and skills through the work, the place has also offered employment. Mzuzu Agriculture Development Division Chief Irrigation Officer Tinkom Simuko Mpezeni says the technologies are greatly assisting in promoting irrigation in the ADD.
We are encouraged when we see NGOs like MFT coming in to complement government efforts in irrigation, especially the solar-based technologies, because they are climate smart technologies that we are promoting, unlike maybe the old diesel pumps that were there. Apart from climate smart, the technology they are promoting has got an advantage in the sense that in terms of operational costs, it's cheaper. The farmers don't buy fuel, they only rely upon the solar energy.
Mpezeni then encourages the 35-year entrepreneur to also focus on creating more jobs for the youth to help government reduce high unemployment rates among the young people in the country.
I'm satisfied because of the coming in of NGOs that are complementing government efforts, but we still have a long way in the sense that we need more players to join hands with the government in order to develop the underdeveloped area in the DD.
Working with farmers in the provision of agriculture extension services requires expertise in terms of soil analysis, as provided at Lunyangwa Agriculture Research Station in Nsuzu. Lunyangwa Agriculture Research Station Research Officer Cornelius Chisambi commends the institution for its research activities, including making vermicompost manure with over 1.6% of nitrogen.
We work very well with them, and we have a very good relationship with the various institutions which are working in the agriculture sector, and one of them is Malai Fruits. In fact, we collaborate because our friends, we know that they work directly with farmers in the rural areas. And for us, like research, we are generating technologies, and those technologies we are helping or advising, teaching these various institutions who are working directly with the farmers in the rural areas. And we are emphasizing that all the requirements in coming up with those, all the requirements for those technologies should be followed by farmers. So these institutions are helping us quite a lot to disseminate the technologies which we have generated here.
And Harriet Nkolesia, an expert in pest control at Runyangwa Research Station, says MFT follows the pest storage advice they provide.
We do work with other organizations and with other stakeholders. If they have something new, a technology which can help farmers, we always come together and see to it if indeed it can help the farmers. And we also, the agriculture people, if there are new technologies, we make sure that we share these technologies with those NGOs and with other stakeholders so that we all go and assist our farmers properly.
Realizing the need for the provision of quality extension services to over 400 local farmers, the center also promotes extension services through field visits to farmers' gardens, which is crucial in ensuring that farmers enjoy extension services at their doorstep. One such successful farmer is Chris Mtea, a smallholder farmer at Sonda area in the outskirts of Mzuzu City, who says the services MFT provides have greatly assisted her in improving her yields.
I didn't have any idea of how do they grow. I was just blank-headed. So after meeting with the farming, with the modern farming technology, these people, they did a lot to me, because they are the ones who told me, they are the ones who teach me how to grow tomatoes using their technologies. Now I can see that I'm far better, because they have really taught me the spacing of the tomatoes, that is between plants, spacing between rows, types of chemicals we can apply upon the different diseases and pests.
Sarah Kafanikale says use of uncertified seeds remains one of the major contributing factors to low yields among smallholder farmers.
The main challenges were diseases. She was not well guided in terms of how she can well manage her farm, so we were able to direct her what kind of chemicals she can apply at the right time. Just by the view of the farm, you can see that the crops are well grown, they are very healthy, the spacing is very okay. And she has also testified that last year she got about 900,000 from her tomatoes which she sold last year. So I'm very certain that this year she will improve. She will not get 900,000, but she will get more than that. So I'm very much satisfied.
MFT Head of Extension Advisory Services, Wikes Mchina Mundhari, says they encourage farmers to produce good products and stake their tomato plants using ropes which are environmental friendly.
We are promoting the technology which you can see here. We are using strings and wire so that the farmers do not cut down the trees, because tomato, like tobacco, is a crop that deforestates a lot if the farmers do not take it seriously. They need to change their mindset in terms of stakes. So we are not using a lot of poles from the forest.
They are teaching farmers the right methods of farming. They are imparting knowledge which will help farmers to have more yields and better yields. It's above whatever government can tell people, because As we see the plants, they are healthy and it seems will have good yield.
Realizing that most horticultural products have short shelf life and are perishable, Managing Director at MFT Atusai Kayuni is planning to purchase a processing plant which will be used to process tomatoes and other horticultural crops into exportable products.
We are promoting irrigation farming, we are promoting improved seeds, and now we're into promoting post-harvest losses. Once we're done that, we're going to go into packaging and then processing. The final stage will be processing, but now we're at promoting post-harvest losses. What I mean is that farmers lose quite a lot during post-harvest, especially these vegetables, because they are perishable products from their farm. From the point of harvest to the market point, you find out that they lose more than 40% of their produce. And from the marketplace to the day when the product is sold, you find out that they lose another 10 to 20% of their produce. So currently, we're working on reducing the post-harvest losses.
Crop diversification remains key in boosting the economic status of the company. Realizing that post-harvest losses is one of the major challenges affecting most smallholder farmers in the country, farmers are encouraged to follow government recommendations on storage of crops such as maize.
They've introduced PIC bags. We call them PIX bags. These bags have 2 plastic papers inside and a sack outside. The plastic papers are there to check the air. So once you put in your grains inside there, compress it, make sure you remove all the air from the plastic paper and tie it properly. The moment you do that, it means if there will be any weevil inside, it is going to suffocate and die. That is a good way of keeping maize, and it takes time before going. If you buy chemicals, make sure you buy original chemicals from authorized agro-dealers.
Faced with adverse weather conditions, animal husbandry and poultry farming are also major components being championed at the center. Kayuni feels the poultry production will not only come up with immediate sources of income, but also help boost agriculture production through provision of manure. Prudent financial management is also highly encouraged by the institution, as put forward by Chikondi Chunga.
We are providing certified seeds, which are certified by the providers, and we are also providing equipment for farming, like solar water pumps. Farmers have been able to farm throughout the year using our solar equipment, and they have been improvements in their yields.
Construction of the new Sonda office complex is one of the steps towards achieving the company's dream. Equipped with modern facilities including cold rooms for tomato processing, it is expected to help address the challenge of storage, especially perishables. MFT is also planning to start producing poultry feed in the future, apart from being a hatchery. Among the many establishments, Modern Farming Technologies MFT has an office in Mzuzu, maintenance and farm extension staff with an agri-service center in Rumpi. The company has also opened an innovative solar-powered chilled produce store in Mzuzu, ready to handle up to 12,000 kilograms per week in order to extend shelf life of crops, providing a wholesale outlet for fruits and vegetables to shops, supermarkets, restaurants, hotels, and lodges. MFT has had discussions with major superstores in the region to assure them of their ability to provide consistent supply and quality products. Currently, MFT is the off-taker ready to buy all grade 1 produce farmers can produce in greenhouse up to 90% with the balance in local markets. As one way of promoting local farmers, the company is currently supporting over 400 farmers to grow and sell tomatoes, beans, soya, groundnuts, and red sorghum.